It's time now for Real Estate Update. With Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty, real estate is our world.
Now we're standing here face to face.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, once again, welcome to this very exciting segment today on the Real Estate Update with Usha Chandra of GlobeNet Realty, only on Australian Indian radio. Well, with that, let's welcome to the show, Usha.
Thank you so much for having me on the show, Umesh, in Australian Indian Radio.
Well, as I said, it's always our pleasure to have you on the show and talk about everything real estate. So, well, let's get straight into the show. As we know, there's quite a lot happening out there in the real estate scene. So what have been the overview for this last period?
Let's have a quick look at the preliminary clearance rate, edge higher as the combined capitals recorded the third busiest week of the year to date, down 6.8% from the last week prior to 3,377, when the combined capitals recorded its second busiest week of the year to date. The combined capitals recorded its third highest auction volumes of the year last week, with 3,148 capital city homes taken to auction. Of the 2,537 results collected so far, 70.1% recorded a successful result, up 70% bias point from last week's preliminary clearance rates of 69.4%, which was revised down to 66.8% at the final numbers. This time last year coincided with the Easter long weekend, slowed down when 77.1% of the 845 auctions held across the combined capital cities were successful. So that's showing that the results it was quite a large, quite a busy third week, consecutive third weeks it's been busy in auction results, and was down by 6.8% from the previous week. So hopefully this week will be a better result, and next week will be Easter weekend. So the results are there.
And traditionally, going down quite a few years, we always looked at, the market normally slowing when it came to Easter, when it came to an election weekend, and when it came towards the end of the year, because then people got too busy with their plans for Easter, or they got too busy with, other things like that. But, at this point in time, the market's, sort of saying a little bit of stability, but I think still the, activity levels are still pretty high up there. So looking at the all these levels and everything, let's take a look at what the auction results and stats have been throughout the country.
Yes, let's have a quick look at Sydney market first. The clearance rate was 68.2%, pretty steady there. 1,105 properties were taken to auction and 612 sold under the hammer. Melbourne with 69.1%, gone up by 1%. 1,476 properties were taken to auction, 858 sold under the hammer. Brisbane market has gone up a little bit, 71.4%. 208 properties were taken to auction and 110 sold under the hammer. Adelaide was 86.1%, has gone up by 2% there. 194 properties were taken to auction and 99 sold under the hammer. Perth was not applicable, so is Tasmania, not applicable. Not enough auctions over there. Canberra 72.4%, gone up a little bit as well, from 71% to 72.4%. And 149 properties were taken to auction and 89 sold under the hammer. So let's have a quick look at the combined average of the major cities. 74.1% was the clearance rate, and 3,148 properties were taken to auction and 1,772 properties were sold under the hammer. So still, the results were a little bit down in a couple of the states, but looking at the market in Adelaide has gone up, Brisbane has gone up a little bit as well, and so is Melbourne, and Sydney is quite steady.
So 1,772 cleared auctions out of the total 3,148. Still a pretty good result there, and still Melbourne taking the cake once again 1,476 auctions. Wow, great numbers there. Well, right now, let's move on and let's take a look at what else is happening. So looking at the property values, because, people look at the property values, they look at capital growth, they look at what's going to happen down the track. So what has been the capital value changes in the 12 months across the cities?
Yes, let's have a quick look at the 12-month change. Sydney has gone up 17.6%. Melbourne has gone up as well, 9.8%. It was 8% before. Brisbane is pretty steady, 29.4%, same as the previous week's result. Adelaide is the same as well, 26.4%. Perth has gone down 6.9%. It was 7%, so by 0.1%. So the combined capital cities, the results are 16.1%. So looking at the 12-month change, it's not a major change, but some places have gone by 0.1% or 0.2%. But otherwise, the 12-month change is pretty steady.
And that steady growth is what people are looking for in real estate, and that is wonderful to see. And it is also wonderful to see that Brisbane is on 29.4, which is an exceptional growth. So, if you look at the highest growth across the country, 29.4, Brisbane, and the lowest 6.9 in Perth. So Brisbane has done quite well in terms of the property values and the growth. So, people who would have bought at the right time would really benefit from them. And we have seen some of the people who have just lately sold their properties, the amazing results that you've been able to achieve for them, and that gives them, that security that, wow, we invested at the right time, and now when the properties values are up, is a good time to sell as well. So right now, looking at the properties, that is what the changes have been across the country. So, let's take a look at, as we know, in real estate, listings, everything. So without listings, nothing happens. So let's take a look at the country as a whole picture and see what have been the listing bank.
Yes, let's have a quick look at our own city here, Brisbane. 4,730 new listings has come, and year to date in the 4-week count is 12,992. Sydney has 7,910 new listings, so 4-week count is 22,595. Canberra is 973 new listings, quite a large number of listings in Canberra this time. So in Melbourne is down in listings, 9,191. Previous week was 11,000 new listings in Melbourne. Looking at Darwin, 223 new listings. Perth is 4,350, pretty steady market over there. And Hobart is 366 new listings, going up in listings over there in Hobart as well. And Adelaide is 1,938, going up there in Adelaide as well. So looking at the combined capital cities, the total number of listings in the last week was 29,484 new listings. So 4-week count was 87,403 new listings throughout the country, throughout the major capital cities.
And that is once again interesting to see that Melbourne is still up the top, but as you have mentioned, it's down by about 2,000 listings around this time. So if the listing stocks are less, then the prices will start creeping up as well. As you can see in Sydney, in 7,000 listings, 7,900, close to 8, and 9,000 there in Melbourne. Wow, that's wonderful results out there, and very good to get all those facts and figures there as well. Well, okay. We know that the other part of the equation in real estate is rentals. So we have the first-time buyers, we have got the owner-occupiers, and then a majority of the people in real estate have interest as investors. So without investors, people will not get places to rent. So looking at the rental scenes, we haven't done this before, but let's try and do this from this week. Let's take a look at the number of rental properties which have come on the market. As we know, we hear in the news that there is a big shortage of rental properties, but what are the true number of listings throughout the nation?
Yes, looking at the rental properties in the 4-week count, Brisbane has got a large number of listings in rentals, 4,474, and the 4-week count was 8,914. Sydney has got 12,021 new properties for rentals. Canberra has got 762 new rentals. Melbourne has got 11,599 new listings in rentals. So quite a large number of listings there. Looking at Darwin, 266 new rentals. Perth has got 3,543, quite a large number of rentals in Perth as well. Hobart is very shortage of rentals, 290 new listings there. And looking at Adelaide, 1,429 rental properties. So looking at combined capital cities, there was 34,384 new rental properties on the market. So there's quite a few people are still struggling to find rental properties, and the landlords are quite happy because they are getting the properties rented very, very quickly. And looking at 81,072 total properties in the 4-week count is quite a large number of rental properties. But I think because of the lot of floods and all that, especially in Brisbane area and New South Wales, all these places, people are struggling still to find rental properties, though the number of rental properties is quite large, but the demand is much, much higher than the supply.
And when we're looking at the numbers there, because we're doing this for the first time, it's a little bit hard to gauge what we are comparing them with. And of course, when we look at, say, Brisbane, if it says 4,474 properties, some of them might have been rental properties for a long time, but they might have become vacant in that period, and that's why they've come on the count as well. So it will be good to see, if we go into this in a few weeks, then we will get a much better and more clearer picture of where we are and whether the numbers are alarming, whether they're growing. As we know, if there's lots of properties on the market, the demand is always less than the price always goes. When there is less, the demand is high, and that what dictates the market price. Well, talking about the market price and all the things out there, what's happening in your area, in your agency?
Yes, looking at our agency on the north side of Brisbane, in Boondall, based in Boondall, we have got a few more rental properties that have come on the market. So we have got open houses this weekend on rental properties. It's 541 Ellison Road, which is in Aspley. It's on the market for $750 per week. 5 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 cars. Very, very good location there. So that one is come available. Next one is 7 Menton Place, which we have been managing for the last 20 years for different landlords. It's on the market for $500 per week, 3 by 2 by 2. Then we have got another one at 58 Calvary Crescent, 4 bedrooms plus a study, plus 2 car lockup, plus 2 bathrooms. That's on the market for $550 a week. And then another one, we have got a new listing at Norman Hills Road, 192 Norman Hills Road, which I sold a couple of months ago. That one is on the market for rental for $500 a week. So there are quite a few of our rental properties. Looking at this coming weekend's open houses, we have got a couple of new listings in sales as well. First of all is we have got a property, a unit in Nanda, Revington Street, number 3, number 7 Revington Street, open from 9 to 9:30. Then we have just listed yesterday a new property at 4 Depot Road in Deagon. That is open at 10 to 10:30 on Saturday. Then we have got another property which is in Tigam, 6 Waterdown Close, that's open from 11 to 11:30. And then we have got a brand new listings which we are doing photos tomorrow, but it will be open house at 12 to 12:30 on Saturday at number 5 Solera Close in Breckenridge. So there are the couple of new listings with couple of new open houses. We have just listed another property in Laidley, which is quite a long distance away from our office, but it's one of our valued clients, and they wanted us to sell the property. So I'll be driving to Laidley, and we have got about 19-20 registered buyers coming to that property. So that will be at 18 Wickham Street, Laidley. On the market, offers over 325. Huge land, 1,470 square meters. It's about 600 meters from the shops. Ideal for development, either shops or apartments or looking at shop. It's just close to the shopping complex, so you might be able to build shopping centers there as well. So that is open 12:30 to 1:30 on Saturday, 18 Wickham Street in Laidley. So there are the couple of open houses for rentals and for sales.
And wonderful to see that in servicing the clients, even listing all the way out to Laidley. Well, it's a way out of our area, but anyway, it's wonderful to see that you've got some very good interest in the property there as well. So once again, Usha, thank you so much for being on the show and sharing all that very valuable information with us and of all our listeners there. So what's the outlook for real estate?
Yes, it's a very bright outlook for real estate. A lot of people are investing, buying, renting. So our office is fairly busy, and looking forward to this Saturday's open house. I'm taking a contract to Laidley in Wickham Street in Laidley. So hoping to sell it while I'm there, and I'm pretty sure I'll sell it. So it's coming to be a very good week, very busy week. Thank you so much for having me on the show, Australian Indian Radio, and Usha Chandra.
Thank you so much for being on the show. So, ladies and gentlemen, that has been another segment of the weekly real estate update with Usha Chandra. Until next time, it's goodbye from us.
GlobeNet Realty. GlobeNet Realty has been the longest established, trusted and respected agency in its trade area. Usha Chandra, Director of GlobeNet Realty, provides honest and ethical service to her customers. If you are thinking of investing in Brisbane real estate market, or if you are seeking professional property management, then you should contact Usha Chandra today on landline 3865 4466 or mobile 0419 775 416. And for further updates, log on to our website www.globenetralty.com.au. GlobeNet Realty is your own local real estate agency. Situated at Shop 52281 Sandgate Road, Boondall. GlobeNet Realty. Real estate is our world.